We like a spinning wheel. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome into the DLLS Cowboys podcast on a Tuesday.
Going up
Soon to be Hall of Famer Darren Woodson should already be Hall of Famer Darren Woodson.
Do you know what today is?
He's going to join the show.
Taco
today.
Tuesday. It's our anniversary.
And we got
We
Cutdown
should be doing
Day.
that song.
The show starts now. Everybody, it's the DLLS Cowboys podcast. We're here for you 5 days a week, and we're happy to be here. It is Cutdown Day, so we'll be tracking what the Dallas Cowboys are up to all day. We appreciate if you hit the like button. If you're watching on YouTube, we sure do appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe. And it is our anniversary. It's our anniversary, and it's football season, so it's our football club special. I want you to sign up to be a diehard today at alldlls.com/intro. $36, limited time. That number will bounce around on you. It ain't going below 36. So you want to take advantage and get one of these football season T-shirts that are new in the merch store. You get a free one when you sign up to be a diehard. $36 football special.
That number will change.
Can Jesse sing a song? Sing the anniversary song.
Do you know what today is?
Is this a copyrighted song? Careful.
Yeah.
We can sing it. We don't.
Only a couple. Yeah.
Okay, as long as he's not dead on it.
Can you let him hit the note?
Don't sing too well.
Yeah.
You get us fined.
Hit the song right, man. Come on.
It's our anniversary.
See, you cut in the middle. It's our anniversary.
Anniversary.
I would just like to point out that you just told me that I cut somebody off.
Ooh.
Because he was singing. He was
Ooh.
singing.
Okay. Ooh.
He was singing.
Ali, did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
Anyway.
The final decision here.
Singing.
Darren Woodson is going to join us here in about 10 minutes, the great Woody. Now, if he'd have done more front twerking, drugs, or stabbed people, he'd have made the documentary. But instead, he was a professional. So he wasn't on the show, I guess. We'll find out.
I hope he's not listening.
That's a compliment to him. God forbid he was like an adult. And they're like, well, I guess get the psychos and sit them all down.
That's a good balance, though. Jimmy had a good balance. I know I need some psychos, and I know I need some straight edge dudes.
Yeah.
And in between, we just fill in the rest of the gap.
My name is Chad. See the next former Cowboy wide receiver, Jesse Holly.
Oh, Jesse Holly went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
Next to him is greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, Mr. Clarence Hill.
You can't appreciate OJ.
Good runner.
You can't appreciate OJ.
He was a good
Can't
runner.
appreciate
I
it.
wanna
On the
shout out-
field, in the car.
No.
Good runner.
On the field. Shit out my daughter, Jara. I was talking to her today. She's at Rice. First day of school, she told me to shout her out.
There
we go.
She destroyed you. Oh, show starts at noon. He's like, no, 11. And she was like, it's not 11. And it was like 10:54. I guess you're right. She's like, all right, well, shout me out. And the newest member of our broadcast team, the great and powerful Ali Jawad.
Prince Ali, handsome as he.
Yeah. We're gonna start
There we go. Go for it.
Yeah, in the Super Chat.
That's how you start the anniversary off, baby.
We need some more anniversary.
You notice Daniel's net worth went down a little bit. 100 yesterday, 75
It's okay. We get excited for
We
this,
appreciate
man.
it, Daniel. Appreciate it. Don't be,
This is the type of energy you got to bring when it's
you don't
return
look
gold.
a gift horse in the mouth.
Daniel
It's the
had
type
to
of
get some-
energy right there, baby.
You worried about this. We
Yeah.
appreciate it, Daniel.
He had to get a tank of unleaded today. He's like, let me bring that down to 75
Got to get
a
2
little
packs
bit.
of cigs. He's like, I need
Leave
that
Daniel
25 to go so
alone.
well. Thank you, Daniel. We appreciate that, brother.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Who was number one? Who was first?
Nobody knows.
Daniel was number one.
Or Dan?
Oh, no, Dan.
All right.
Dan.
Jordan's
Dan
there in the
was
chat.
money.
He said, good morning. Can you scroll up just a little bit? He said, good morning. Can we just talk about the actual impact of team morale that the Micah issue may cause? I think the issue is bigger than we might realize, especially if he misses week 1, the team loses. And we are creeping up on it, where Micah's not practicing, and I think the majority of the panel No, I think it might be a 50-50 split. No, KG was weighing in. I don't think Micah Parsons is going to play in week 1.
I think he will play in week 1.
And I think the smarter people on the panel think he will. But I'm kind of a coward. And I'm starting to think Micah won't play week 1.
I think he will, but I get where you're coming from too. Like, with the way this is building up, like I think we all go back to last year and like we can anticipate CeeDee Lamb's going to be back out there when he was going through this. But with Micah, you feel it's different than years past. So I see what you're saying, but there's no way you take the field in 9 days against a division rival without your best.
The problem here is that time is ticking. 9 days away.
Time is a social construct.
Well, the first official day of practice is Friday. Okay.
So we need to get something done
Which
by
is
Friday.
technically in the game week a Wednesday, yes? Like
Okay.
whether
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
Don't do that.
The time that Jason Garrett did that,
I
boy,
know.
he sent me spinning.
Yeah.
He was like, today is a Tuesday, but we play on
Yeah,
Friday,
yeah.
so Saturday's a
So-
Monday.
So something has to give, and we talked to Trayvon Diggs. We showed him talk to Dak yesterday, and Diggs said, well, Micah's working hard. I know, Jesse, I'm just telling you what the man
Let's
said.
finish your point.
When he started smiling, he's running.
You want this
He's
hat
in a-
or
he's
you go
in
with
a-
the cap you got?
Yeah.
What's funny was he said he's in the sauna. I'm like, what they got to do with it?
Together. Together.
What the sauna got there working on? But he's running. He's getting ready to go. He wants to be here, and that's the thing because he was asked. He made the trade request, and again, Trayvon Diggs is right now the Micah Whisperer. They're the closest friends on the team. He's always they do the boxing and wrestling, do all that other stuff. And he said he was asked, does he still want to be traded? He said, no, he wants to be here. This is his home. This is his family.
I don't get to speak for him. That man asked for a trade. Big old super chat, K-Choice.
Club hop hop, where legends drop.
gotta stand up,
Clarence Hill just can't stop. Breaking news, you gotta hop in Club hop hop.
Yeah. Sorry, my short shorts got on camera.
Yeah, it's all
the
good.
rules.
Oh, come on. You got to know that.
Don't ignore Andrew.
No, I'm not ignoring Andrew. But happy 1 year. It is our 1 year anniversary. Thank you, K-Choice. Andrew is in the super chat. Jerry Jones is and always will be the issue. That's factually correct, but we're just tired of beating it down. So, like, with Micah, my thing is like, how long do you have leverage in these scenarios, right? Oh, also, shout out to, I'm dedicating my performance on today's show to Macaulay Culkin,
Okay.
What did he do?
Home Alone.
Okay.
Yes, I know who
And
that is.
hung out with Michael Jackson a little too much.
Before you get on to me.
I think Michael Jackson had him into the house when he was
Allegedly.
What?
and James Harden. Google it.
Come on, man. Don't forget her.
Who's Kiki Palmer? I don't know her.
Keke
She's pretty.
Palmer.
Kiki Palmer?
Keke Palmer
How you
is
don't know Keke
extremely
Palmer?
talented.
Wait, hold up.
pretty.
fun.
Come on, man.
But if I want to shout out a pretty woman, I have to shout out a pretty man. Where's that guy who played Luke Cage? He was on here too. Look at that. Yeah, Mike Coulter. That's a handsome man right
I'm
there.
curious.
man.
Why
Handsome
James
black
Harden?
man.
Huh?
Why James Harden?
Because I pull up famousbirthdays.com and dedicate my performance to
there you go.
random famous people that I find. And shout out, and I'm dedicating my performance to a guy named Vic that I met at volleyball last night. I
Hi,
walked
Vic.
up and I ordered a Fireball and a Miller Lite, and he just heard me say those words. He goes, "Hey, Jeff!" And then him and his table of dudes were big-time listeners, and they were nice people. And then at first he introduced himself as something that I don't really remember, but it sounded like he was saying Lemu, like a car insurance commercial. And so I was like, I'm not going to get that right. But then I heard him say, but my actual name is Victor. Okay, I'm going to call him Vic.
Did he
Shout out.
Did he take care of your first round though?
No, he didn't buy me nothing.
Oh, well, we don't give
buy
shout
me
out to
nothing.
that.
So here's my thing with the
But
Micah
also,
thing.
let me say this with Keke Palmer. I think Keke Palmer and I, not as a relationship. I think
Just vibe.
I think the
Good
vibe.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think the vibe with me and Keke would be immaculate. We would have the greatest of times. I would love Keke, if you're ever watching our show, OJ Holly would love to meet you. I would love to just hang out with you. Nothing further than hanging out with you. I think after you hang out with me,
Lies.
you may see me differently.
Lies.
Right.
You might be a little traction
You
there.
want to
But
hit it with that one time?
yeah, and if you into, you know what I'm saying?
Not too long.
There's enough to
That's
pick
good.
you up. I'm sorry, I'm gonna put that down.
That's good.
Put that down.
Okay. Since he gets Keke Palmer, Halle Berry,
He
holla
doesn't
at your boy.
get- You know,
Holla at your boy, Halle.
and I
And
think,
if Halle's married, Neil Long, you right there, baby. I love you.
all right, since we're doing
Holla at
this,
your boy.
it's also Melissa McCarthy's birthday, and I feel like her and I would vibe. I don't know if I'm strong enough. What you looking at?
Wow, you got hair on your face?
I do.
Where's that from?
Let me actually do the football thing. So here's my thing with Micah. The whole thing revolves around what can you do to try to do what you can do. And like Micah's time for being able to make any sort of power play is almost over. But you can take it all the way to week 1, where it's just, oh, no, that MRI was clean, but, it's tight. It's tight. And, I still am not going to practice. Week 1, I'll tell you, here I am. I'm on the team. I'm ready for whatever you need. You can't find me because I'm here. I'm ready to rock. But up until that point, this is the end of when Micah can still try to force your hand, and this is it. And then it's come to work or don't get no money.
Do the Cowboys just say to themselves, this is a Recky Specky.
I love a Recky Specky.
Do the Cowboys kind of go, listen, bro, don't show up week 1. We don't plan on winning that game anyway.
That's what I was
like. We don't really plan on winning that game anyway.
I mean, you can't say it out loud.
I know, but
you can think it in the
internally,
front office.
you be like, you know what? So what doesn't show up?
Yeah.
We probably weren't going to win this game anyway.
You'll know it because I think Jerry sometimes forgets stuff because he's 82.
Yeah.
So the time when Jerry's talking this week, and instead of mentioning the Eagles, when he's like, well, and we're really geared up to get this season going. We take on those G-men, and I think we'll really be locked in and ready to roll when we take on the Giants. This thing going. So we actually play the Eagles first. He'd be like, we ain't gonna talk about that one, though.
Yeah.
We're gonna focus on that other one. But yeah, I just think this is the end of Micah's time to try to force you to write the check, and you gotta use everything you got. And this is basically the last week you got, where it's just like, yeah, I'm still holding in. I'm here. What's up? And then it's like, okay, now it's time you can take my money. What do I need to do? I'm here.
Back feel good then.
Yeah, now it's like, now I'm good. My lower back kind of tweaking out.
It's going to take they drop week 1. I know they've dismantled the Giants every year since even before COVID. Is it going to take a giant upset just to get Micah back out there? Hopefully that's not the case that happens, but is that what's going to take?
See, I think he'll be out there at that point. But if he found a way to not lose money and miss 2 games to see if they could go 0-2, it might work for him. You beat twice when you know that you're better than that, and suddenly Jerry's like, oh, man.
The fans would
riot.
Fans would riot. 0-2, 2 division opponents.
Yeah. That's 0-4. I said yesterday, that's like 0-4, basically.
Yeah. You go 0-2 to 2 division opponents, and it's all because, not all because, but you don't have your best player on the field.
Me first, defense, Micah. You mean me first, Micah, and greedy Dak? We have a listener. If you're new here, we have a listener named Captain Thunder. He gives us super chats just to talk bad about Micah and Dak. Greedy Dak and me first, Micah. I hope you get your me first taken care of, Micah. I hope that you do. Shout out to Darrell Revis.
Yeah.
Who hopped on Twitter.
Revis Island.
Because that's something that I can't 100% get dialed in, but I'd seen it written where it was like what Jerry tried to do with Micah is literally illegal. The collective bargaining agreement says that if a player has an NFLPA certified agent, you are not allowed to go around that person and negotiate directly with the player. Now, in the CBA, it's muddy because contracts are muddy. And I'm like, maybe. But that's why I think it is manipulative. It's predatory, and it's kind of gross that Jerry does try to do that. But people don't care. So I hope that they get a contract worked out, and that's fine. But Darrell Revis was just like, yeah, he's taking advantage of people. It's not okay. It's against the CBA. The NFLPA should probably file a grievance, except it's not enough money to hurt Jerry. But I do think we've reached a point where...
Need to mention that. Mike is from where?
Pennsylvania, Harrisburg.
And where's
Revis from?
I don't know.
Harrisburg?
He's from, he's not from Harrisburg, but he's from Pennsylvania.
But I do think Jerry is the ringleader of the owners because he's the one who's...
And I would say this, and I know we're going to go to the break, but this is my issue, and I'm going to write a column about it, but that's why Micah, Dak, Revis, they need to be on NFLPA when they're players. I mean, tell me, the Cowboys have had a punter, deep snapper as their representative. You look at the NFLPA, look at the guys who are running it. None of the Aaron Rodgers and top players are part of the PA. But y'all want guaranteed contracts. Y'all want the NFL to listen to you. But tell me how many top players use their time to work for the PA and work for the players. Yes, Dak wanted to get a great contract for his brother, his other brethren, his NFL brethren, so he keep the money up. But you will be doing a better service for your NFL brethren if you players with the big names, big money, big influence worked at the PA.
Yeah. And I think Jerry is the ringleader of the owners who has made the NFL worth what it is. They're watching, and David Mulugheta is a big part of this, like Deshaun Watson, with what he was facing.
Right.
got a fully guaranteed contract,
One
and now we're starting to see a couple more sprinkled in there.
Yeah, but
And I think Jerry will be the ringleader of, we're about to try to change this.
Jerry's
shutting
not
it down.
taking them seriously. He's not. They can do whatever they want. He's not going to take them seriously. The president of NFLPA is a backup linebacker in Detroit.
Pretty good.
Well, he's a
He's a
backup.
backup linebacker in Detroit.
I mean, that's pretty
Why
good.
would NFL owners or NFL take the PA seriously when this is your leader?
It's fair. Coming up next, it is our anniversary. Welcome in, everybody. Hit the like button while you're here. Make sure you're subscribed. We're trying to get to 30K by the end of the day. I don't know if it's possible. Tell your friends. But coming up next, the great and powerful, I'm calling him a Hall of Famer. I don't care because it's coming, and it should have come 20-something, however many years ago. The great and powerful Darren Woodson is joining us next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast.
Clarence is out there handling the conversation with Woody. So if you hear him in the background, don't worry. If you see him walk back in here, don't worry. He's handling business. But you should handle your business and get yourself a pair of polarized sunglasses today. As I'm doing the read, Clarence, it doesn't make a difference.
don't care.
Just jump right into this thing. But as you can see, if you had your Shady Rays on, it probably would have blocked out Clarence just jumping into this read. And if you want to get them for 35% off, head on over to shadyrays.com. Use the promo code DLLS35 to get 35% off a pair of polarized glasses today. They have all the different styles, all the different lenses. No matter what you like, the colors, you want them to match your team logo or team shirts or whatever it is, they have the color to do so. I love about Shady Rays. What I love about Shady Rays, if you lose them, break them, or just don't like them anymore, they have a 100% switch out guarantee. Just send them on back and they'll send you a new pair for free, or they'll send you a new pair for free if you lose them or break them. So head on over to shadyrays.com, use the promo code DLLS and get 35%, DLLS35, and get 35% off a pair of polarized glasses.
All right. I want to shout out our friends at Prize Picks as well, where I'm planning to pull in about $6 million this season. What I'm going to do?
You're already up $30, right?
I'm up $35.
Let's
Been
go.
crushing
Lunch
it
on
on
you.
Prize Picks. All you got to do is make your picks, more or less, on stat projection, NFL, college football, whatever you want. Clarence is a wild man. Anyway, Prize Picks is great. Like, I'm just looking at some of these right now. I got the most popular pick is Dak Prescott, more than a half passing yard, because they give you some hookups every once in a while. You combine that with some other ones that aren't layups like that, and then bang, you're
if
pulling
Philly-
down the
More
bank.
than a
What
half.
if Philly kidnaps him?
That would be like the movie Celtic Pride with Deion Sanders. Do you remember that?
No, I
Deion was at
don't.
the end.
I
They were
don't.
kidnapping like a Laker or a Celtic, and then at the end it was football season, so they kidnapped Deion from the Cowboys. Go to Prize Picks, use the code DLLS. It is the DLLS Cowboys podcast, and now we're going to do some producing on the air and just see, like, Clarence has closed doors 11 times. He's talking to Darren Woodson. He's trying to figure it all out. Hey, Clarence, what's the status of all the stuff you just did?
I'm working with Woodson, man. He's calling. He said he had a computer issue. I told him he could do it on the phone. He should be clicking through soon. It's
Okay.
not ringing.
All right, well, I'll tell you, our DLLS code, use it at Prize Picks. Get the Prize Picks app. They get you $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. So get on that Prize Picks app and get all that squared away. Yes, we can talk to Woody about the I started rewatching. We just lost our I started rewatching the documentary. I watched it without somebody who wanted to watch stuff. I had to start rewatching, and I tell you, it's still good the second time around. it's so good. And the amount of things that as a 41-year-old I didn't realize or didn't stay in my brain, it's so good. But if you love hating Jerry more than you want to watch that, just watch the last 2 episodes. That sets up what it's been like since. And that's not the most fun. So we're waiting for Darren Woodson. He's going to join the show. It
He
is
said
our
he's
anniversary.
on. You see it?
In the meantime, we can talk about what is going on with the Cowboys roster. It is Cutdown Day, and so they're playing some of their games to figure out who's going to go where, how they're going to keep all the guys they want, what that's going to look like. We do have a super chat from Chris as well, who said, sources are telling me that C.J. Goodwin's finally getting cut after holding a spot for 9 years. Expect Jeff to take the spot. With
Yeah,
position
CJ
play.
will get cut today probably.
Oh, and then brought back
And
tomorrow.
then brought
Back
back
in.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you do have to play some games to keep the guys that you want. The Cowboys are placing Peyton Turner on injured reserve, designated to return. So what that means is you are out at least the first 4 weeks of the regular season, and then you can start a practice window, and then you can come play. You're allowed to do that with 2 guys without putting them on the roster first. So Peyton Turner, Jonathan Mingo. They are injured reserve, designated to return, a.k.a. you will not see them the first 4 weeks. Then they're allowed to practice. Then they can start trying to play. Phil Maffa is going to go to injured reserve as well. But as I said, you only get 2 shots of the free ones.
Right.
So Phil Maffa is going to have to make the 53-man roster. Then they'll put him there.
And that'll put him out for the year.
No.
No.
Still
For-
4
just
games.
for 4 games.
It's just-
Okay.
You only get 2 freebies
Okay,
in
and
terms
then
of designated
it's-
return
okay, without
before they make
okay,
the
I
roster.
got you.
So Phil is going to be the one that will make the roster, then be in the exact same spot as them.
Right.
Savone Revel, non-football injury list, which guess what? Same thing.
Right.
4 weeks, he will not be playing, and then you can start
And
having a shot at it.
you said earlier that it was NF5 because his injury actually happened before he got to the NFL.
So it's called the non-football injury list, which is a lie.
Because
it's the
it's
non-NFL
football
football
list.
injury
Yes,
list.
okay.
If you're not ready to play because of a college injury, it qualifies somehow for the non-football injury because it wasn't our football.
Yeah, or you get injured doing something outside the game. Like if you get hurt
Front
training, front twerking, or training outside the facility.
Front
Yeah.
twerk.
John
That's
Elway with the
NFI.
golf cart thing, right? I guess it's not an injury.
He
That's
got
an
shoot
NFL.
somebody.
Oh,
He didn't
come
kill
on, Jack.
somebody. That man stood there on his own on the back of that cart. Trayshawn Holden got waived.
The fan favorite.
The fan favorite, the wide receiver Morgan, but that was always going to happen. And
not according to the content creators.
well, I need to tell the people something.
Tell 'em.
When it comes to cutdown days, whoever your favorite guy is in training camp that plays receiver, that is not a top 5 receiver, you're not going to lose that guy. It's not the way it's going to go. I'll walk you through that in a little bit. But first, we are now joined by the wonderful, the great, the powerful, the handsome, the articulate, the lovely. Look at Darren Woodson. Look at Woody. Darren Woodson, welcome.
What's up, fellas?
Hey man, do I need to get you a computer person over there, man? I'm trying to figure out what's
Man,
going
let
on.
me tell you, it's y'all's little black market, whatever podcast is. Yeah. It's y'all. I'm logging in. I'm on.
we appreciate you coming on, and thank you for taking some time with us. Just right off the bat, the documentary's out, '90s Cowboys. To celebrate the
Wait a second. Wait
What?
a second. Wait
I
a
know
second.
the background. He's at the Star.
He's
Why
at the
are you
Star.
He works at the
works at the
Star.
Star.
He works
He's
there.
always
I
at the
don't know
Star.
these. I don't know
Yeah.
everything.
he got an office at the Star.
No,
I apologize.
The first question will be, you know how we do at this show. Woody, you know I love you, my brother. You know I love you. But we have a thing on this show. We have a thing on this show, Woody. Okay? You
Go
popped on. You're looking good, right? Shirts ironed, pressed good.
Button down there.
I don't know about that.
Oh god.
Are you dogging under the shirt? Right? Is that are you dogging under the shirt, or you got a t-shirt underneath there?
Nah, man, it's just
You dogging?
Yes! Let's go!
dogging. That's
Woody
it.
dogging
I'm
under the shirt, man.
It's
Yeah,
too hot in
man.
Texas.
Oh, Woody
Nah,
dogging under
no,
the shirt.
It's too hot, man. I got about 50 brokers I got to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Though I need to be lean. I don't want nothing on. It's almost like a football game, dude. I'm butt naked. Like we gonna fight and argue with type A dudes.
Golly, man.
Since you Shane was with the 50 brokers, tell the people what you're doing now, real quick.
So I own I'm a partner in a commercial real estate firm. We started the firm in 2012, sold the firm to, we got acquired by a much larger firm called Cressa in May of 2022. So what we do is we help people find office and industrial space internationally. We are basically Staubach. Remember Roger's old company?
Yes.
We're Staubach 2.0. All our leadership comes from Roger's old state group, and we started all over again. And this is what we do. We do it internationally.
Oh, you're on your way to being a billionaire. I see what you're doing because Staubach did that thing.
He did his thing, and I watched.
If you follow the footsteps of Staubach, you're on the right path.
You know what? Here's the thing. Roger told me a long time ago. He didn't want me to do TV. He's been a mentor of mine since day one, since I walked in the door here. He told me when I took the job at ESPN, he said, don't go that way. Just go into real estate. And this is like 2-3 years before, I ended up retiring. But he said, when you get done, don't do TV. Just, and of course, I still wanted to stay around the game. I ended up doing ESPN, and it was there for 12 years or whatnot. But in that time, I ended up starting the firm, right? I was working ESPN doing this at the same time. He kept telling me, quit ESPN. He says, the one thing they're going to do at ESPN, he said, your exit in this business, when you start this business, you're going to have a huge exit if you ever exit this commercial real estate business. Meaning meaning you're making a lot of money. Someone's buying you, you're going to make a lot of money, right? He said, the only exit that ESPN is going to give you is that exit out the door. At some point, you don't own a share at ESPN. They are going to exit you out the door. And I figured that out. I didn't get exited out the door. I left at the right time. But at some point, when you're working more with that firm, you're going to get out of there.
Woody, do you need 4 more brokers? You're telling us we don't need to talk for.
No, I need salespeople all the time.
All right.
All the time. Outside of Clarence. Clarence can't come. All he gonna be doing is UT stuff. You know what I mean? All the time.
We better than this. But real quickly, and I'm glad you shared that, leaving the documentary, and I wanted to get to the documentary, but the Hall of Fame. Do you believe if you'd have stayed at ESPN, it would help you in the vote? Because a lot of guys being on TV helps them with the vote sometimes.
No. Man, I was at ESPN 13 years, didn't help me out.
Right.
I mean, I spent a lifetime.
But I'm just talking about during the selection process, like you've been the finalists and.
Yeah, no, I don't look, man. Look, if they're not just gonna put me in off my merits and what I did on the field, like I look at my football career, and I think more so than anything, do I feel like I should be in the Hall of Fame? Absolutely, hands down, absolutely. But the life I've lived, man, I mean, I've probably been more successful off the field than I was on the field. Mm-hmm. And not only that, but I've left a legacy for not only my kids, but I have a foundation called C5 Texas where we mentor kids from inner city schools. I mean, I don't care that they know me as a football player. I want them to know me as a businessman, because 99% of those kids that are coming up in South and West Dallas, they're not going to make it to the NFL or to basketball, or major, but they will. They have an opportunity to go to school and make a lifetime out of something that's a professional, whether it's a doctor or an attorney or a real estate agent. It doesn't matter what it is, but there's opportunities there. So I think I've left more of that legacy, and I'm proud of that more so than my football career.
Now, Woody, would you, so if you don't care, do you think that it would be advisable on our giant platform if we talk about every time that it comes up, we call all of the voters idiots and dumbasses? Or do you think that hurts?
No, listen, I do care. I mean, that's not good. I do want to be in the Hall of Fame. I will be. If they ever call my name and I have that gold jacket, I'll probably be crying like everybody. Look, dude, it's something that I definitely want to happen in my life. Absolutely. And I'd like to do it without an oxygen mask and just be able to walk up there now. But it's something that's like the cherry on top of my football career, but it's not my identity any longer. It's not that I'm going to identify it with just football. It's just so much more that I have going on in this world than just that.
Woody, your career, we all know what you did, right? All-time leading tackler, 3-time Super Bowl champion, Ring of Honor member. One of the things that has taken over the airwaves recently, of course, has been Jerry and the Micah saga, but it's been the documentary, and that has hit the streets. And we were in LA and got a chance to see the premiere, and we watched all the episodes. And one of the glaring things about this documentary, when you go through it, is you hear the Michael stories and you hear the Dion stories and the Aikmans and all those people, but there isn't a really big light on Darren Woodson, right? Like you are a part of those teams. You in essence changed the way that secondary is played, having a safety come down and play receivers and kind of almost that nickel situation. Like, how do you feel about the documentary? What was in there? Was there something that was in there that you wanted to be in there? Did you want to be in there a little bit more, in the documentary?
Well, I've only seen 2 episodes, so I just saw the first one this past Saturday, and then I watched the other one just last night. So
sorry to spoil it for you.
Gotten too deep into it just yet to know what's there. Look, I think the narrative of this story, it's Jerry telling his story. And Jerry's story has always been offense. And it's look, I was playing football. We were the number one defense for 2 or 3 straight years. And we didn't play defense. We only played offense. That was just always the narrative, right? It was and we scored 75 points and the game was 75-74, and we found a way to win, right? That's just how we looked at it. And it's no different now. I mean, this is not, we're telling Jerry's story. So I don't, I was asked to do, and it's not, I don't think it's Netflix's fault or anybody else's fault. I was asked to do Netflix. I just didn't have the bandwidth to do the story, nor did I know exactly what was going to be told on the story. I didn't know how they were going to tell this story. So all I could think of when Netflix came to me was, okay, White House, Scissorgate. Like I don't want no dude. I don't want no part of that. That part of my life is over with. It's moved on. So I didn't know what the theme was of the show as it went on, but I do look. I'll say this in the first 2 episodes, it talked a lot about Jerry and building a business. And man, I tell you what, that was the sacrifices that he and his family made to buy this team, this organization, were tremendous. I mean, most people in their lifetime are afraid to take those steps. They really are. And I use Jerry as a sounding board. I used Jerry as a sounding board when I first started within this business, to ask him, hey, is this the right decision? What are your thoughts? And he said, man, take the step. So you'll never know until you take the risk and do this. And I took it. I took that step, man. But I'm telling you, most of us won't do it. We won't enter the arena of something that's different. That's you transitioning out of. My comfort zone has always been sports. To make this transition was a huge jump for me, because I could take my name, I could use my network and all, but I needed to learn all over again. And that's the sacrifice that I was encouraged to make, and I ended up making.
We're cruising along with soon-to-be Pro Football Hall of Famer. Otherwise, we'll be outside some sort of building holding signs and protesting. Soon-to-be Hall of Famer Darren Woodson. Darren, we got to pay bills for 120 seconds, but you got like 5 more minutes for us?
Go ahead. Give it to me.
Okay. So we'll continue on with Darren Woodson next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast. We also want to encourage you, and Darren, don't listen right now. We want you to come to Vegas with us.
Yes, Darren, come to Vegas.
And I'm just saying, it's not the White House.
He said that those years are behind him.
Those
now.
years are behind him.
Way
Those
behind
years are
him.
not behind me.
Okay.
So we want to encourage everybody. I have less to lose.
Yeah.
I want to encourage everybody to come to Vegas with us. We're going to go out there for the Raider game. We're going to do our pre-game. We're going to do our post-game. And if you go to truefantravel.com, you can sign up. There's also a QR code on your screen. You can go in the description on our YouTube page. And what it is it's an all-inclusive 3-night stay at a Vegas luxury resort. You get tickets to the game against the Raiders. You get VIP experiences with us. You get invited inside Club Pop.
Lotion Lounge.
The Lotion Lounge, where there are no ashy elbows or knees.
Or toes.
Everything is good. So, yeah, we're going to go to Vegas, and we want you, the DLLS diehard, to come with us. You go to truefantravel.com. You get signed up for that, and we're going to go have ourselves a time. We also want you to sign up to be a diehard. It is our 1-year anniversary, okay? We're here. We're excited about it.
Made it 1 year. That's dope.
The football club intro offer, $36. Look at that. QR code on the screen. I'll tell you that number.
But we'll move on.
It has some wiggle to it.
We'll move on.
But the football club intro offer, it don't get lower than 36. This is the best offer you're going to get to be a diehard. That is 1 year for $36. You get a free T-shirt when you sign up from our football collection. Look at them things.
3 new shirts.
Things are nice. Well, give me a 28 club. I don't know who else was. But yeah, you get you a shirt.
Shirt. Think about it.
You should have. You're a real jerk. So those are our new releases in the merch store. You get one when you sign up to be a diehard. And you can do all of that at alldlls.com/intro, and at truefantravel.com is where you can sign up to join us in Vegas. And we dare you to, or else, which of course is not a threat. All right, we continue with Darren Woodson on the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Now, Woody, no part of you wishes that you had committed some more felonies or anything to be more prominently featured.
No, man.
I just seen the
that
more
was
you
half our
dance.
team. Hey, that was half our team in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Everyone was creating some type of felony, though. But, those wide receivers, I ain't going to mention no name, but you don't have them wide. I'm just saying, you got one sitting right next to y'all. I mean,
I'm just saying.
That's a man of the Lord.
Hey,
I'm a man of the Lord now, but if I was in the 90s,
you'd have been at the White House.
I would have been at the White House, Woody. I would have been there. Me in 88 would have been like this. Yeah, let's go. We would have been.
Well, it sounds like, and my frustration, and I know you didn't have the bandwidth and all that other stuff, but when were you drafted?
92.
92.
They didn't start winning titles till you showed up, right?
Yeah, that's what Kevin Smith always says. Hey, they didn't start winning these things until we got here.
Right, right. They didn't start winning until you showed up, and you're right. You guys had the number one defense. They always talk about the triplets and don't talk about the number one defense. And my frustration when we talk about the Hall of Fame, we can talk about obviously the documentary is, Dion's in the Hall of Fame, and Haley's in the Hall of Fame. But you guys were foundational Cowboys. And as far as this team of the decade and that number one defense people forget about, used to be in the Hall of Fame representing the defense.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't
and
have.
that's, yeah. And I agree, man. Like, I think the one thing that I would love to do is just to bring, because we never recognized those guys, the Ken Norton Jr.'s,
right,
the Tony Tolberts, and James Washington, Kevin Smith. Like, there's so many guys that were the foundation of that defense. And look, we always looked at it as stops. We needed to get stops. And when we played teams like, the San Francisco 49ers, who were evenly matched, I mean, those games weren't,
right.
We were holding them within 17 points. Like, these weren't 35, 38. The scores weren't that, man. We were going back and forth here. And, for a lot of those guys, I just want to recognize, and I know Charles came over from San Fran, but you're talking about someone who was drafted within this organization,
right,
who played 12 years within this organization. That's what I, want to recognize. I want to recognize the Russell Marylands and those guys, man, who laid it on the line. So, if I get in, that's exactly where all my love's going to go to, is all those players.
Is it frustrating, though? It seemed like we only highlight, and this was Michael's word, the craziness. We only highlight, you did things the right way. You didn't get in trouble. Maybe you've been to the White House, but you weren't in the papers. I don't know. But my point is, you did things the right way. And you always did things the right way, comported yourself the right way. You didn't, you
should have gone to the bathroom on the GM's desk.
You didn't dance. You didn't get in trouble. And it seemed like that's what we celebrated, not guys like you who did it the right way. It was great in your own right.
Yeah. Well, I think we celebrate those that, I'm not going to say we celebrate those. I think there's certain personalities during certain times that you're going to remember, right? I guess I've always looked at, my personality was just me. I was just being me. I didn't want to be something that I was not. I wasn't a flamboyant person. I talked in the meeting when things weren't going well, and I was the captain of that defense for 10 years or so. I just made sure, like, hey, we're going to do it a certain way. And, I was never a rah-rah guy. And here's the belief. Here's my belief. This is just how I believe. You can have as much passion and flair and all this that you want, right? But when you get hit in the mouth, you better fall back on your foundation, which is your discipline, right? Your discipline is every single day, what you wake up doing. Whatever the steps are to get you through your process, which is an everyday deal, it's a discipline. So passion just lies in for the short time. It's fleeting, right? You get punched in the mouth, passion's gone. What did Mike Tyson used to say? Yeah, everything's all kosher until you get hit in the mouth, right? But then you better fall back on your foundation. And that's my belief. That's always been fundamentally my belief. So I didn't need to have all this, be a loudmouth or talk to a lot of guys or give these Braveheart speeches or whatnot. It was just be disciplined and do what you do.
Darren, I got two for you. Number one, when you make the Hall of Fame, how is Darren Woodson celebrating? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
We're bringing back the White House. No.
No. Let's go.
I knew that was gonna be your response. I knew that was gonna.
That's a phenomenal answer. I love
The White
That's the greatest answer in the world. That's phenomenal.
You got real estate. We just need Mike to buy that property back.
No, we got real estate. We got it covered. No, to answer that, family, man. My family. Look, man. I don't think I've ever done anything by myself. Honestly, all my success that I've had in my life. I mean, whether it be family, friends, strangers, someone's always stepped up, man. I'm serious, man. Someone's always given me a lift up. So I'm going to keep it to family and friends, man. I want to celebrate them. I just want to celebrate all those special people that even Clarence, man. I can't tell you how many times Clarence and I have had just offbeat conversations on Hall of Fame, family. The relationships that I've built over the years within this organization and specifically in this community, the Dallas-Fort Worth community, man, have just been special. So I want to celebrate with all those folks.
And let's fast forward now to the current Cowboys team. When you look at this roster and everything going on right now, obviously you in the league, you played with Hall of Famers, all-time great coaches. What about this current team, number one, excites you the most? What about this current team do you feel, and I mean, it could be a lot of things, what about this current team do you feel is missing that element that you guys had that you want to see more out of this current team?
What I like about this current team, and I'm officing right at the start, so I'm looking at from the third floor down on the field. And every day I watch them practice when, throughout the years I've sat there and watched them practice. Offensively, I like what I see. I think they have some young talent. I think the offensive line will probably play better this year. And they're still your young group, but they seem to be feisty and play with a lot of energy. They got two great weapons on the outside, and we know how this game is played today. Like this game is a vertical game, and you're gonna double CD, and you're gonna have some one-on-ones with Pickens on the outside by himself. If Dak can come around and do what's right, put the ball where it needs to be, and there's a lot of question marks. Dak's coming back from an injury which we haven't really talked about, and I haven't seen him play since last year. I don't know what week it was in Atlanta. So it's been a long time since I've seen him play. But offensively, here's what I think. Offensively, I need to see the running game. I'd love to see a good running game just to offset things, to make them put that safety in the box and then give me some one-on-ones. And no one-on-ones outside, man. No, that's dangerous. That's dangerous for any defense to match up with them that way. My biggest question mark is defensively. It's secondary. Your star cornerbacks haven't played or practiced in a long time, and Bland and Diggs. We haven't seen them. You're going to go to Philly without those. You're probably going to go to Philly without one of those two, and they haven't gotten a lot of time there. And then up front is the defensive line. Like that's been the biggest question mark of this team, is the front seven for the longest time. And we see it when they play teams who say, we're going to run the ball down your throat, stop it, and they cannot stop it. And that's demoralizing. Trust me, that is demoralizing when you're going to line up and the opposing team says, you know what, we're going to run this counter tray at you. Now stop it, and you can't do it. You can't stop it. And your offense is sitting there watching, waiting to get back on the field, and it is demoralizing to go through that process. So they have to get better up front to impress me and for me to think they're going to be successful this year.
Woody, we'll let you go with this one, and we got to ask it because it's dominated the entire offseason. Mm-hmm. The Micah Parsons situation, right? Yeah. We hear the back and forth between he and Jerry Jones. There's a trade request. There's Jerry on his media tour. There's Micah laying down on the training table during the preseason game. Like just what are your overall feelings about it? And how would you, as someone who was a captain of a team, a leader of a business now, how would you direct Micah and just the way that he should handle himself in this situation to kind of have the light shed a little bit better on him?
Yeah, I mean, look, don't show up. Like, I mean, don't lay down. Just don't show up. Just don't walk out there. Look, I think Micah, for his part of it, he didn't have to be out there. I know he's under contract, but he didn't have to sit out there and lay on the bench and do all. I mean, like, look, it's getting like, look, there's contract disputes. I've watched a guy in Emmitt Smith who went through a contract dispute, missed the first 2 games. Guess what? We didn't see Emmitt. he and Jerry were handling their business off the field, or behind the doors, closed doors. And then Emmett came back after game 2, and they got going. Look, I think this deal is going to get done. I'm a firm believer that this deal is going to get done, and it usually happens with Jerry like a day or two before the regular season starts, and then everything is hunky dory, and everybody's hugging and clapping hands and all that. But the frustration for me just lies in, why are we always going through this process? This is not the first time. I mean, CeeDee Lamb a couple years ago, Dak, and then you make these guys the highest paid at their position. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. We all know that's going to happen with Micah. But why do we have to go through the charade of going through all the drama and all? But Jerry's genius is always this too. He has a Netflix show coming out. That's out right now. We're talking Micah Parsons. Every time I turn on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports, who's leading the conversation?
Cowboys.
Yep.
Cowboys. That's Jerry's genius as well. Whether it's good news or bad news, Jerry always wants to stay in the news. I just wish they would just get back to playing some football and getting these guys out there. Because here's my question. Here's my issue that I do have. They're going to play the defending champions on a Thursday night game, and they haven't had their best players on the defensive side of the ball out there practicing. That's a problem. That means your ass is going to get throttled on Thursday night.
Don't say that. Darren Woodson, soon to be Hall of Famer or else. Thank you for joining us, and when you get in, we'll see you at the new White House.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank
Darren.
you, brother.
There goes Woody. Great job.
That was amazing.
Great job, Clarence.
That was amazing.
Great job, Clarence. Let's go.
Good job.
Yo,
man.
woodworking
Don't
magic.
hit him like
Hey,
that.
man, you heavy-handed. Stop
He
it.
is
That's
heavy-handed,
Keep that in
too.
your bedroom.
Yeah, that's
Don't
a
do that on me.
that's a
Get
good
them
job right
heavy-handed.
there.
We'll talk about the Cowboys Cutdown Day. We'll get to Vance's Monster Super Chat and Club Pop. All that's next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Sign up, baby. Sign up to be a diehard. 1 year anniversary. It's I will say my favorite thing about it is this is great. It is a limited time, $36 for an entire year of diehard status on alldlls.com's football club special, which means we do have a few new shirts that have been released in the merch store. You can get one of those bad boys for free when you sign up, or you can pick another shirt from the merch store. We got a lot of really cool ones. That's great. Look at it. Look at the Dallas collection. That's good. That's good.
Come on, company. Come give us some of these free shirts so we can advertise.
I don't know why. I love the top middle. That goofy looking with his weird little
wonky.
stick.
That's wonky. That's wonky.
I'm wonky.
You are.
I want the wonky shirt.
I like the Nolan Ryan.
We can't say
technically, that's not Nolan Ryan. That is
Okay,
a
I know
digital
what that
recreation
is.
of a guy in a blue and white uniform that appears to have a different guy in a headlock, who's probably in gray and black.
Who's that guy in the headlock?
I
Who
don't
is
know
it?
for sure, but I would say
Who's the
I
facsimile
like
of?
Batman and Robin.
Who's the facsimile
See
of?
what you did there.
And I've been to Ventura, California.
Ventura, California.
So yeah. That's all good. That's all good. So you can do all that. Maybe my favorite thing is the sense of camaraderie. When you sign up to be a diehard, you get invited to our Discord. In the Discord, let me see. Hold on. Let me pull this thing up and get.
I'm
down
waiting
to
on
DLL.
HR to get back with me with this feet one. Because HR, they delayed right now, but
Here's the different channels. No feet yet. Diehard chat, DLLS podcast chat, merch, video games, movies and TV, music, food, books, just positive vibes, wrestling, Rangers,
can
Stars,
have
Mavs,
food-
Wings. college
if you can
football.
have food, you can have feet. I mean, they're
Come on,
they're,
man.
They're
Food
close.
and not feet.
They're close.
Man, stop it.
They're
Close in
close.
what?
A good pair of feet might be edible. Just saying. Just saying.
I see what you're saying.
No, I
Not
don't.
like eating, but yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. It is the DLLS Cowboys podcast, and I would like to draw your attention to Vance Williams in the super chat.
Where legends drop, Clarence Hill just can't stop. Breaking news, you gotta hop in Club Pop.
Yeah. Yeah. Vance said,
Oh, heck no.
I had to come correct on this day, especially with the should-be Hall of Famer on here.
Yes,
Two
sir.
questions. Favorite moment on the show from the last year? And on the second anniversary,
What will we
we'd be talking about blank. shout out to the crew behind the scenes to 30 more. On the second anniversary, we'll be talking about the Cowboys preparing to defend their Super Bowl title, obviously. After they win the Super Bowl this year.
Wow.
Okay.
What you got? Second ever. We're gonna be talking about next August.
Who was filling the fourth chair? Because no, I'm playing.
Okay.
Shots fired. Okay.
How good are Joe and Ali going to be for the morning news? You know?
Will be Micah contract controversy again?
Tyler Smith.
Tyler Smith, franchise tag, holding out.
Yeah, Tyler Smith.
Will be how is this organization moving forward with Arch at the helm?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It'd be really bad to get Arch if he's gonna come out. That'd be really bad to get Arch because he's going another way.
I'm
What
willing.
are you guys talking about? Second year?
I'm willing.
We're going to be talking about Woody in the Hall of Fame.
That's true.
That is true.
We will be talking about
Because you know
Woody
what? Because we will be there. Because if Woody's going in and Woody's in, the Cowboys will be in the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah. Okay.
No, Ben.
So we'll go.
Better start getting your budget together now, brother.
To get a sponsor, save some money, sell your coins.
Yeah, you got to get up in them couch cushions.
Yeah, deep.
Oh, I didn't even check before I threw away
I'll
my
get the
couch.
other two out the way.
You threw away a couch.
Well, hold on. We also threw away a couch. I put it on the curb. People
Okay.
come and scoop it real quick. Well, we didn't do favorite moment on the show from the past year.
What was our favorite moment?
Ooh.
I've been here for 2 weeks. So
My favorite moment was when I jumped off the desk.
You hurt yourself.
And that's what made it even more fun. I did actually hurt my
Mine might
wrist.
be when Darren Woodson said that he's going to bring back the White
That was
House.
hilarious.
Yeah, I'll
was-
go with
that
that
was
one
the
too.
greatest answer
When
I've
he
ever
said
heard.
he's gonna shout me out as Hall of Fame, I'm feeling that.
You're not gonna
Actually, when you've been over and was in a fetal position
Oh, that was fun.
on the table.
Oh, was that for Jerry and how he negotiates?
Yeah, you're in your fetal position. One of your Jerry rants.
Yeah, see, I don't have a moment, but I will say a year ago, I don't have a moment that's popping into my mind. But a year ago, I had worked with Jesse a lot, and so I already knew Jesse, and so I knew that we were going to have a great time. No problem. I didn't really know you. I mean, we
hung out, right?
were in the same bubble,
Right.
so I'd see you at training camp or
Yeah.
whatever. But working with Clarence and getting to know Clarence is amazing. And not just like, yes, we talk crap, and it's fun, and we all poke each other.
Whoa,
But boy-
no, we don't.
But like,
Oh,
poke and
I'm
prod
just-
and give each
okay.
other guff.
All right.
We give you guff.
I just wanted to make sure we got that
But I would say
clear.
I would say getting to know the wonderful teammate, wonderful person, and how incredible you are at your job,
Yeah.
and how much fun you make this while we're constantly fighting. That's my favorite part.
We got to fight. That's why I went to your pool party.
Yeah, he was at the
I was
pool.
at the pool. Have you been in the pool yet?
I haven't.
Well, I tell you, he had some wandering eyes too.
Oh,
I'm easily distracted. Have you not noticed I'm a distractible player?
yeah.
and also while we're looking at that, shout out to Aisha, shout out to Joe Hoyt.
Yeah.
You know, they were a part of the pioneer.
Shout out to all the quitters.
Wow.
Oh, come on. Don't go that way.
And one of my top moments was certainly Joe Hoyt dissing the pool.
Oh, the F-bomb.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Oh.
it was your
Oh.
inspiration to start dropping your
Yes.
own F-bomb on the
Yes,
show.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
I'll get the other two out the way.
Shout out to our first producer, Kit Kat,
Yep.
lady
Shout
of the
out to
house.
Kat.
Shout out to Kat.
She's still here doing something. She's out there somewhere doing
Yeah,
stuff.
she's
She
out
just
there.
don't have to deal
He's
with
on
us.
vacation.
Oh, shocking.
Yeah.
11th
Wow.
vacation
Oh,
week this
wow.
year.
Wow. I didn't say it.
M. Cordero.
Kit Kat.
M. Cordero's in the super chat. Happy anniversary, listener from day one. Keep doing what y'all do. And Sully is in the super chat. Can you ask Woody, will it ever be a time? No, we can't because he's gone.
Well, he
When
already
you
said
just
he wants to
rather-
get in.
Oh, when you
He
just
already-
rather not be in the hall.
He already answered that question. Yes. He wants to get in no matter what.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like
He just
we
don't
could,
want to be in a wheelchair
we
or
could be-
with an
yeah.
oxygen tank.
Right.
we could be real mean to the voters and talk bad about him, but that would hurt his chances. And it sounds like he would like to be a part of the Hall of Fame.
I was so
what?
disappointed.
Shout out to GM Ben because we get fired.
Oh yeah.
If we don't shout out to
Shout
GM
out to
Ben.
GM Ben. Yeah.
Because without him, we don't have the Club Pop song.
Oh,
Facts.
It's like in Talladega Nights when he says the only thing you ever did was have a hot daughter. So to our boss, the only thing you
Yeah.
ever did was make a great AI song.
That was great.
Wow.
That was great.
But it's a great song.
I'm still
why?
what?
What you wanna do?
I didn't want him dogging. I thought he was a better man
That's
than
a
that.
Jesse thing.
I thought he was a better man than that.
It's hot, man.
I thought he was a better
And-
man.
and you know what?
I thought- and I love Woody.
you know
I
what?
love
You know what?
Woody.
You was
Clarence, you
lead-
dogging?
Yes.
Yeah.
You was also leading the witness on Micah. You led the witness. And he didn't fall for the bait.
What do you mean? Oh, you got a cap for Micah real quick? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
he led the witness. He tried to lead Woody. He tried to lead Woody down the road of dissing Micah, but laying on the table.
Yeah.
As a captain, what do you think? As a former,
As a leader of men who would never do such a thing. Did you think he should have?
He tried to lead the witness. I was clocking you. I was tracking you, they should say. I was tracking you.
There you go, bro.
So this is I'm just going to tie a little bow on one thing because I know there's a Cutdown Day is not officially until what, 2 p.m. Central, 2 or 3?
3 Central.
3.
Okay, so we'll know all of those things. We don't know them all yet, but I did want to tell, because one of the guys that people, a lot of people became fans of in training camp was Trayshawn Holden, whose former coach at Oregon is a coach here, and so he came here. Some people thought that he could make the team. That was never realistic, but it's okay to be a fan of players. He was never going to make this team. Hopefully he'll be back on the practice squad. But I saw a fun stat today because we do it every year. You watch training camp, you go to training camp, and you like your players. And so it's like, man, they can't cut this guy because if they do, he'll never make it to the practice squad.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going to claim him off waivers, and we won't be able to get him back. So over the last 3 cutdown days in the NFL, just to illustrate this point, there have been 84 players total claimed on waivers. So 84 in 3 years, and if we do 3 years times 32 teams, that's 96. So less than 1 player per cut team gets claimed on waivers. But the wild part, if you're ever worried about one of your players, like, man, I hope we don't cut him, somebody might grab him, don't even worry about it unless it's a DB or an offensive lineman. 3 wide receivers in 3 years have been claimed total when they get cut. Every single team has 2 Trayshawn Holden.
Right.
And
You're not claiming theirs. They're not claiming yours. You got the guy that you've seen that you like. So does another team. You're all going to cut him, and you're all going to bring him back.
And the fact of the matter is, and this is not a knock on Trayshawn, but the draft was 5 months ago, 6 months ago. They had the same information they have today, the same information they had 5 or 6 months ago. And 32 teams decided no 7 times. 32 teams decided round 1, no. Round 2, no. Round 3, no. Round 4,
you can't
no.
make a team.
Round 5, no.
UDFA's
No,
make a team.
wrong,
No,
but that
I'm
should
not
tell you
saying
something.
in terms of claiming.
I'm talking about claiming him. Like there was 32 teams that had 7 opportunities to claim him, and then again they had to claim him in undrafted free agency. But if I remember this correctly, the Cowboys didn't give him much money to even come here.
It was $0.
I think it was $0. So I
don't think he got a sign him, or if he did, he got a low one, but it wasn't any guarantee.
Right. Even that tells you, I think Trayshawn has a place in this league. It's not.
Yeah.
And he needs to develop. And I also think, Trayshawn, if you're listening to me, while you're spending your time on the practice squad,
Run your butt down on kickoff.
figure out how to get on special teams. This is what and I get it. Most college guys don't truly understand the significance of, I felt the same way. I thought I was a 3.5-year starter in the Power 5 program. I didn't run down on punt, kickoff, or any of that kind of stuff. And I got to the league, and they were like, yeah, we have Chad Johnson. We have TJ Hushmanzada. We have Chris Henry. Where we playing you at?
I'm going to run down on kickoff.
And I was like, "What? Just give me a fair chance to compete." And they were like, "Well, we paid Chad Johnson, I think $10, $12 million at that time was a large amount of money. TJ got a new deal. Chris Henry was a draft pick, and they were like, yeah, so compete where?" I was like, "Oh, what do you want me to do? I want to make this team." They were like, "Yeah, run down on kickoff and break the wedge." I was like, "Oh, never do that." And they were like, "All right, cool. See ya." I was
You guys
like,
want that number?
"Oh,
Trayshawn Holden?
Yeah.
Spot rack, 3,000 signing bonus.
Let's go. Get that 3K, baby.
And one other point is we're talking about cut down day and the Cowboys cuts, and everybody talking about, you're going to rule today cutting this guy. How many guys have the Cowboys cut in the last few years on cut down day that supposedly got picked up by somebody else that they missed? They truly missed.
One ever, right?
ever.
If you count it. It's not like he had a great career, but like you would have liked to have still had Matt Moore when he went and was actually useful in the NFL for a second.
A career backup.
But no,
Yeah.
almost never.
Yeah, nobody. And so the last couple of years,
You might take that old, what's the white DB from a couple of years ago? Like he's still at least playing NFL
Ridgeway?
football.
Oh, Bridgeway.
Yeah,
Ridgeway.
Ridgeway.
He-
Like he might be better than somebody
Wasn't
on this roster.
That's it.
corner Ward? Or was he traded?
He was
They
traded.
traded.
Okay.
They
Okay.
traded
Very
Ward, but they
traded.
had a lot of corners, but they traded Ward. And that's the one that they made a bad
But
decision.
he was
Ward.
traded.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so the things that do get claimed by other teams in the last 3 years, 27 DBs, 19 O-linemen.
Right.
3 wide receivers. You get to keep your receivers. Keep a sharp eye on your DBs and your offensive line. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Tell your friends to subscribe. See if we can get to that 30,000 before tonight, before midnight. I think we're within like 150, something like that. Tell your friends. And remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through, so be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy.
Not Ryan Switzer.
Eliminate the contingencies.
And Switzer.
We all silly like the mayor.